Ever found yourself staring at your phone, willing your direct deposit to magically appear in your KOHO account? We've all been there, that little flutter of anticipation mixed with a touch of anxiety. You're expecting a paycheck, a refund, maybe even a gift, and you're wondering, where is it? You're checking your KOHO app every few minutes, refreshing, and still nothing. So, the big question is, how long does it actually take for direct deposits to show up in your KOHO account? That's exactly what we're diving into today. We're going to break down the typical direct deposit timelines, explore some of the factors that can influence when you see those funds, and give you some tips on what to do if you're experiencing a delay. Because let's face it, understanding the ins and outs of direct deposits can save you a lot of stress and help you manage your finances more effectively. Now, before we get into the specifics, it's important to understand the general process of a direct deposit. It's not as simple as someone just pushing a button and poof, money appears in your account. There are actually a few steps involved, and each step takes time. Think of it like a relay race. First, your employer or the sender initiates the transfer. Then, their bank processes the transaction. Next, the funds are routed through the payment system, which in Canada is often handled by Payments Canada. Finally, the funds arrive at KOHO, and they're deposited into your account. So, how long does this relay race typically take? For most direct deposits into KOHO, you can expect to see the funds in your account within 1 to 3 business days. That's the general time frame. However, there are a few important caveats. First, business days are key. Weekends and holidays don't count. So, if your employer initiates a direct deposit on a Friday, you likely won't see it until Monday or Tuesday of the following week at the earliest. If a holiday falls within that time frame, it could be pushed back even further. Second, the timing can vary depending on the sender. Some employers or organizations might have their own processing times, which could affect when they send the direct deposit information. For instance, some companies might process payroll only on certain days of the week. Others might have a cutoff time for submitting direct deposit information, and if it's submitted after that time, it might not be processed until the next business day. Third, the type of direct deposit matters. While we're primarily talking about payroll or regular payments, sometimes you might receive a one-time direct deposit, like a tax refund or a government benefit. These types of deposits might have slightly different processing times depending on the sending organization. Fourth, and this is less common, there might be occasional delays due to technical issues or unforeseen circumstances. These are rare, but they can happen. For example, there might be a temporary outage with the payment system, or there could be an issue with the information provided for the direct deposit. Now, let's talk specifically about KOHO. KOHO aims to process direct deposits as quickly as possible, and they often post the funds to your account as soon as they receive the information. In some cases, you might even see the funds pending in your account before the official settlement date. This can be especially helpful if you're living paycheck to paycheck and need access to those funds quickly. However, even with KOHO's efficient processing, the 1 to 3 business day time frame still generally applies. KOHO is dependent on receiving the funds and the necessary information from the sender's bank. They can't magically make the funds appear if they haven't received them yet. So, what can you do if you're waiting for a direct deposit and it hasn't shown up within the expected time frame? First, don't panic. Take a deep breath. Direct deposits can sometimes take a little longer than expected. Here are a few steps you can take. Check with the sender. The first thing you should do is contact the person or organization who sent the direct deposit. Ask them if they've initiated the transfer and when they sent it. They might be able to give you some information about their processing times or any potential delays. Review the information, double-check that you provided the correct information for your KOHO account, including your account number and transit number. Even a small typo can cause a delay or rejection of the direct deposit. You can find this information in your KOHO app. Check your KOHO app, log into your KOHO app and see if there are any notifications or messages about pending transactions or potential issues. Sometimes, KOHO might notify you if there's a delay or if they need additional information. Contact KOHO support. If you've checked with the sender and reviewed your information and you're still concerned, you can contact KOHO support. They might be able to provide more information about the status of your direct deposit. However, keep in mind that they might not be able to provide specific details about the transfer if they haven't received the information from the sender's bank yet. Be patient. Sometimes, delays are unavoidable. It's frustrating, but it happens. Try to be patient and allow a little extra time for the direct deposit to process. Now, let's address a few common questions related to direct deposits and KOHO. Can I speed up a direct deposit? Unfortunately, no. You can't really speed up the process once it's been initiated. The timing is largely dependent on the sender's bank and the payment system. What happens if my direct deposit is rejected? If your direct deposit is rejected, it will typically be returned to the sender. You'll need to contact the sender to find out why it was rejected and provide them with the correct information. Can I receive direct deposits from anywhere? In most cases, yes. KOHO supports direct deposits from most employers, government agencies, and other organizations in Canada. However, there might be some exceptions, so it's always best to check with KOHO support if you have any specific questions. So, to recap, direct deposits into your KOHO account typically take 1 to 3 business days. However, this time frame can vary depending on the sender, the type of deposit, and other factors. If you're experiencing a delay, check with the sender, review your information, check your KOHO app, and contact KOHO support if necessary. And remember, patience is key. With that said, thanks for watching and until next time.